setup is our plastic. We call it sheet. Yeah, it's called a sheet. So with this plastic, what we normally do is you have to put it in the correct way. So to know the correct way, you have to stay like this. This plastic should be at the back, right? Then you have to check that the writing, but once you put it, it has to be at the back. Then the inside part of it will be facing upwards. Okay, fine. So the first step you have to do, once you have installed the rope, make sure that you put it on top of the first pipe. This is the first pipe. Then you have to go at the bottom. One. Then it comes at the top, that pipe. So when you look at it, it will be like a V shape. Yeah. It will look like a V shape. Then once you have done, you come here, you install the last pipe. It has to go at the bottom before the collar. This is the collar system. Yeah. So that's how you put the plastic. So here there will be two hose clamps so that the plastic doesn't move. So these are the hose clamps. So once you have installed, put these hose clamps to secure the rollers. So these are the rollers. Secure the rollers like this. Then I have forgotten. When you want to install you remove these rollers. You put your plastic, then you put them back. This helps you. This helps the plastic to roll freely. If you don't put the rollers, the plastic won't move freely. So you have problem when it comes to sealing. Then
so the clips are out. Can you clip those?
Yeah, sure. Let me show you. So once you have aligned it, you just use these holders to tighten it, fasten it.
So that the roller doesn't move.
So that the rollers doesn't move. That's the whole point. So you can just move the other one. So this one can be tied forever, but the other one is the one that you use to remove and store other plastic. Because once the plastic is finished, you need to replace it. So you just move maybe this one, this one. That's how you do it, right? Then you come here. At the front, we have our collar. So this will be a big challenge.
So this one is the collar?
This one is the collar. This part. This is our collar, right? How do you know the collar? There's a pipe and this. Right? It looks like a collar, like the form of collar. You can pass, right? So how do you put the plastic? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you how to put the plastic inside the collar. So I'm going to break the one that we have here from behind. So you can come and see. So if this part is open, this is called the cutting area. If this part is open, it means the sealing part is closed. So when the sealing part is closed, you cannot move the plastic. So what you do, you first switch on the machine, just to make sure this part is closed. So what you do is just then off. The moment then the plastic is move free. That's how it works. So once this part is closed, you can now put your plastic here, right? So I'm going to show you how to put the collar. So remember the last part we said, you have to put this plastic underneath this pipe. Make sure it will be underneath, because if it goes in, it won't be able to be controlled with the machine. So it has to come underneath. So my guy will be putting the plastic and I will try to explain why this is put the plastic. So you can come here. So what you do is you cut it in half. Why? Because you want to put the plastic on the right, the other one at the left. Our goal is to put this plastic around the pipe. Yes. So it has to go around the pipe. So what it's going to do is it's going to start with the right side. He puts it here, like he's demonstrating, then it moves there. Then the second one, he puts it the same way. Then it goes to your left, far left. Then you start dragging it down. The way when you drag it, it will be getting in around the pipe. So that's the simplest way to do it. Right? Once it's around the collar like this, how do you check that it's perfect? The right side with this machine, the right side here, when you're facing the machine, the collar has to go underneath the left side. You can see that. I hope you can see that clearly. Then when you look here, right, you can see that the left side is there's overlap. This one is inside, then the outside is at the top is outside. That's how you know it's perfect. If it's not perfect, what's going to happen is the left side or the right side will be on the left side. It will be opposite. So to check that if it's correct, you have to check with this collar system here, the liner. It has to come out like that. Then once it's done, you drag it down. Then remember, this is our on switch. Turn it on. Stop. So now the sealing is pressed. The cutting is open. That's how you put the plastic. This is generally the plastic section. So we have a video where we repeat this whole process, but we've been shown. But when you just check the correct or everything, because we focus on the collar system. So if you've forgotten, or maybe this one is not clear, I'll send you that video. Then once you have done, this is our systems. So this one is sealing. So this sealing switch here, so you highlight it, marker. We forgot to highlight here. So this is sealing. These two switches highlight, they represent this system. Then the top part represents the cutting area, right? What it means now is, if I switch on this switch, this is called a toggle switch. Then I have to switch on the dimmer switch. This one is the regulator, heat regulator. There is heat here. There's an element here. We regulate the heat. So once we switch it on like this, the element starts heating. Then when we get to a point where we know that the sealing is perfect, we no longer regulate using the dimmer switch. We can only use the toggle switch to switch it off. When you want to operate, just switch on the toggle switch. So this one helps us to regulate, when we want to regulate the heat, to know where exactly our sealing is perfect. Where there are no leaks, that's the main reason why we need this. So it varies. In some areas we have 220 volts, in some areas it will be 225, 230, around 250. That's the single phase range. So when you regulate here, you'll be controlling depending on the electricity that you're receiving at your home area. Then when it comes to cutting, the same thing happens. We switch on, then we regulate with this dimmer switch. So don't forget, the moment you have reached the optimum operating temperature, you leave it like that. That's the market, and leave it, then you start using these two. When you have an issue with the electricity, you can start regulating. Right, so my friend is going to operate and run it for you while you start trying and explain. So you can save, then you start.